Guys, completely missed that chair. Let me start that again. Are you looking for the perfect at-home computer? Like an all-in-one computer that the entire family can use and you don't have to worry about like multiple user profiles and all of that stuff. Just one computer that you can buy straight out of the box, comes with a mouse, keyboard, screen, actual computer, everything. You don't gotta worry about anything. I think you've come to the right place. Because Apple just announced a brand new iMac that's coming out, which in my opinion is going to be just that. The iMacs have traditionally been like the all-in-one computer. It comes with a screen computer built in, and it usually comes with a keyboard, mouse, and a trackpad. Let's first talk about the screen. The screen is a 4.5K Retina display that is about 24 inches. But I think it's a good balance because you don't want something that kind of just fills up the entire room if you're just gonna be putting it in a living room or like a family room. Now the 4.5K Retina display is something that I'm excited about because I personally use a monitor back there. I got this monitor because I thought, you know what, ooh, 5K, this is gonna be amazing for editing videos. But when I actually started using it, in reality, I was using the 4K mode a lot more than the 5K. The font, the folders, everything becomes like so tiny. It's like minuscule. Like I can't even read it. 5K, it's not fun. You guys just saw. But all in all, I think 4.5K is like the perfect middle ground. Next up is the colors. This is probably one of my favorite parts about this Mac because it comes in so many different colors and it comes in like 3 tones. So it has like the richer color tone at the back. It has a lighter color of that tone on the front and the stand, and then the bezel is like white. These will look really good in a room, a living room. Anytime you're trying to design a sort of room, I think they really pop and they add that little bit of flair and pop of color. So again, goes really well with a family computer. My favorite one is probably the blue one, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below. Which one do you guys like the best, and are you going to be picking up an iMac? In today's day and age where everybody's pretty much locked indoors and everybody's, you know, having Skype calls and Zoom calls and FaceTime and Google Meets, having a proper like a webcam mic setup is super important, and I think Apple really focused on that this year. So Apple announced that on their latest iMacs, it's gonna have the best webcam on any Mac that they've had. And I, for one, am super excited about that. Now they have a 1080p webcam, and it also has image processing. So kind of like how when you take a photo or a video on your phone, it processes that image in multiple layers. This thing is gonna have the same exact thing. There's gonna be like highlight details, tone mapping, and all that good stuff. Next up, they also added studio quality mics. Now, if their MacBooks are any indication of how good the studio quality mics are, I, for one, am super stoked because the studio quality mics are legit. They're actually really good. There's been times where I've actually recorded segments of my video as voiceover on the actual MacBook without like any mic plugged in. So having studio quality mics on your iMac is again a game changer because now you're gonna be able to just literally just pull up to the table, sit down, start a call, no mics, no webcam, external connected, nothing. You can just pick it up and go. Again, adds to the perfect family computer. So you see how this whole narrative is building. It's great. I love it. Now, next up, whoever's using a computer needs to have decent speakers because a lot of the monitors and computers, like even my monitor, when you actually funnel sound through that monitor, it's not that great. Like it sounds really muffled. It's not the best. So that's why I was super happy to hear that Apple mentioned in their keynote that they've focused specifically on making the speakers a lot better. They're supposed to be a lot more powerful. They're supposed to drive out a lot more sound, and apparently it has spatial audio. More on that in a second. But all of that only means that if you're viewing content on your iMac, you're going to be able to get nice, quality, crisp, loud sound out of it. And that's going to be important for an all-in-one computer. Now, what is spatial audio? Now, spatial audio is a technology that came out on their iPads and iPhones only. Like their laptops don't have it even. And basically what it does is it makes the audio sound like it's coming from all around you. Kind of like if you guys have heard of Dolby Atmos. So it's kind of like that, and it's supposed to wrap the sound around you. All of that's fine and well, but what about performance? Guys, I'm happy to report that now there's the M1 chip on the iMac. The M1 chip, as you've probably heard, and if you've not, just know this, it is groundbreaking. Like, and I don't say that lightly. Like, I review computers, phones, tech on a daily basis. The M1 chip is revolutionary. I've traditionally used Intel versions of Macs for the longest time. When the M1 came out, I was getting insane, like mind-blowing performance. Having the M1 chip on the iMac is a game changer. So I'm really happy that they incorporated that, and I'm glad that they're bringing it out to the rest of their lineup. So that is very exciting. M1 is a welcome addition. The last two things I want to talk about now is the ports on the iMac and the peripherals that it comes with. As for the ports, it comes with two USB 4 Thunderbolt ports. This is awesome. I love the USB 4 and Thunderbolt combination. I think it's going to be able to, push out a lot of power and handle pretty much most things. But if you want more ports, there's another configuration where you can get the same two Thunderbolt USB 4 ports, as well as two extra USB 3 ports. So this is pretty good if you have a lot more things that you're going to be connecting to your iMac. And it also comes with a power adapter that has an Ethernet port on it. And lastly, as for the peripherals, again, as I mentioned, this is a perfect package. Like, you just buy one and you get the screen, you get the computer, you get the peripherals, everything. So it comes with either the Magic Keyboard and the Magic Mouse, or the Magic Keyboard and the Magic Trackpad. But the Magic Keyboard comes in two different options. So based on which iMac configuration you get, either it's going to be just the regular Magic Keyboard, or it comes with Magic Keyboard with Touch ID. I personally heavily recommend that you get the Magic Keyboard with Touch ID, especially if it's going to be a family computer, because the Touch ID is going to be really helpful. So if you have multiple people in the family that are using it, as soon as, for example, I put my finger on it and use Touch ID, it'll log into my profile. But if like my kids or my wife come and they touch the Touch ID button sensor, then it's going to log into their profile. So that's going to make it really easy for people to jump into their specific profiles. Highly recommend you get the Touch ID version, which will also give you the 4 ports, and it will also give you the Ethernet cable connector in the power adapter. So all in all, I think this is, as I mentioned, the best family computer all in one stop that you can buy. But in any case, if you like this video, then make sure you guys go ahead and sub to the channel. Make sure you guys share it with family and friends who might be looking for the perfect family computer as well. And if you like this video, then please go ahead and give us a like so you can help us promote this video with the algorithm. On that note, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.